let us start next segment of programming language. Before starting decision making statement, we have to discuss what is meant by statement. As you see on the screen, statement is a construction of code that performs an action when a program is executed. Two types of statement are used in C language: expression statement and compound statement. In previous program, whenever we write a program sequence by sequence, then that type of statement is known as a expression statement. In that case, we have performed program line by line, that type of statement known as a expression statement. Now, let us talk about compound statement. Compound statement generally enclosed under a curly bracket. You can see here within the curly braces, there is some statement, and that statement is known as a compound statement, because after checking certain part, that type of statement get executed. Therefore, it is known as a compound statement. Now let us start the important part of C language. In C, we have a number of control statement. You can see here selection, conditional or decision making statement, that is if and switch. After that, we will study about loop, iteration, jump, and label statement. Decision making statement is an important part of any programming language. Generally, whenever you have a, for example, whenever you have a two numbers and you want to perform a subtraction, in that case, you can simply scan the values, write a subtraction, and print output. But if in this case, if you want to check whether the number 1 is greater or number 2 is greater, that is, you have to decide which value is subtract from which one. In this case, you have to write a if statement. If statement is a simple decision making statement. It first checks the condition and then evaluate the result, either true or false. Look at the string. There is a text expression. If the result is true, then true part get executed, else there is false part. In C, we use single if else, and nested if else. Here you can see on the screen, there is single if statement. If round bracket expression, or simple you can call it as a condition. After that, there is curly bracket. This bracket is optional if you have only single statement, but if you have a number of statement or multiple statement, then you have to give a bracket. Otherwise, curly bracket is optional. If the condition is get false, then only there is else, and else part get executed. Let us see the example. We have to perform here simple example. Program to check greater value. First, you have to write here header files, you know it. Then there is one more file you need here. Program is begin with void main. Okay. Here you have only two variables, number 1 and number 2. Now how to check whether the number 1 is greater or number 2 is greater? Before that, you have to scan the values, enter two values. scan these values by using scanf function. Now here you have a process part where you can make a decision. Right here if. Here we simply want to check whether the number 1 is greater or number 2 is greater. Therefore, we have to write condition number 1 is greater than number 2. Here you must remember one thing, that whenever you write a condition, then it only allows variable operators and operators. You don't write here number 1 is greater than like in English language. You have to write here variables and operators only. Give here message. Here we don't need a curly bracket because here we have only a single statement. Number 1 is greater or larger, else if the condition is get false, then we have to write the second part, number 2 is greater. Because here you have only two numbers, therefore we have two possibilities. So this program. Run this by control F9. Enter two values. Suppose here we put 11 and 22. In this case, we will get the result number 2 is greater. Again, run it. If you put 12 and 11, then you will get number 1 is greater. Like this, you can simply use a if statement to make a decision. If you have only two possibilities after checking the condition, then single if is sufficient or single if else is sufficient. Let us take a next example. New. Okay. Simple program. Program to check whether given number is positive or negative. For this program, remember the logic of graph. While whenever you draw a graph, then there is 0 is origin and right hand side of 0 is positive and left hand side is negative. Therefore, here you have only single value num. Now give a condition. Here is your simple condition. If the value of given variable is greater than 0, then no doubt this value is positive. Hence, number is negative. Now save this program. Here we have some error. Okay, no is not our variable, therefore here use a variable name as you declare here. If the number minus 17, then here the condition get false and you will get the result number is negative. Like this, you can try it by using a different set of values or different type of values. By using these two program, okay, let us first create new program. Oh, you want here heading of program to check whether given number is even or odd. You should also start thinking how to represent this program in computer language. You know that you have to check whether the given value is divisible by 2 or not. If the given value is divisible by 2, then the number is even, else it is odd. Here also you need only single number. Okay, then how to check whether it is divisible or not? For this purpose you have to check remainder. Therefore write here num mod 2 if it is equal to 0. For checking the condition you have to write a equal to, and for assignment we can only use a single equal to. If this condition is true, it means what? Our number is even. You can also print the value of number. Percentage is even number. But don't forget here to give the variable name. Is a odd number. Got it? If 24, then whenever you divide this value, then you will get the 0 remainder. Therefore your number is even. Again run once again. If you have a 21 value, then there is remainder is other than 0, therefore it is a odd number. Okay, here we have a simple logic depending upon a if. But now if I write here heading program to sort three values. Now be concentrated. If I first explain you what to do. If you have a three values, for example x equal to 10, there is y equal to 3, and z equal to 1. In this case, if I ask you what is the sorting order of this value, then you quickly reply 1, 3, 10. Why? Because whenever we talk about sorting or if the sorting is in ascending order, then you have a small value first and then successive values are greater values. But in program, we don't know what is the value of x, y and z. And then also we have to swap this value and write a program for sorting. For example, in this case, you will or you have to get output like this: x equal to 1, y equal to remain as it is 3, and z is equal to 10. It is a sorting order. But if you watch it constantly, then you can find that here the values of x, y and z, all values are not empty. That is, x has a 10, y has a 3 and z has a 1 value. You can copy value if you have one value is empty, and you can copy by directly using the second value, that is here the value of b is copied to value of a. But here we don't have an empty value, all these values are filled up. Therefore, for swapping these two value, you have to use a third variable. If you have two containers and two fill up with some content, then you have, if you want to exchange the contents of container, then you have to use third container. Like this here, we have to use a third variable for swapping this value. In this case, how to perform the program? First, compare the value of x to value of y. If the value of x is greater than the value of y, then only swap it. Otherwise, leave it. Then value of x is compared to value of z. Again, check the same condition whether the x is greater than z. If yes, then swap it. Otherwise, leave it. Okay. Now, let us create this program by using if statement. Here you have three variables x, y and z, and for swapping purpose we have to one more variable temp, that is temporary variable. Okay, before processing you have to print values before swapping. Use here /t for a modifier. Respectively, here the first value is of x, then y, then z. Not before swapping, before sorting. Okay. Now first check the value of x with value of y. If it is true, then copy the value of x to temp, then call the value of y to x, and now within the x, y, we have to call a value of temp. It is the logic of swapping if two values are filled up. Now for sorting, we have three values, therefore you have to check, you have to compare value of x to z. Then only we will get the proper value of x. Again, the temp equal to x, then x equal to call the value of z and z equal to temp. After performing these two statements, we got a small value located at the beginning. Now, then now remaining two values y and z, then compare value of y to z. Again repeat the same steps. Temp is equal to y, y is equal to z, and z is equal to temp. And now print the output, because after successfully processing of this statement, you will get the sorting order. Now here print after sorting. Okay, put the three values 3, 1, 9. Before sorting there is 319, after sorting 139. Like this, you should try this program by using different values. Here we have only single if, but we don't have a else part here because there is no need to else part. And in if also you have to use here curly bracket, because depending on this condition we have a three statement. Therefore curly bracket is compulsory in this case. In first program we have checked two numbers, but suppose you have a three numbers. In this case you have more than two possibilities, that is number 1 is greater or number 2 is greater or number 3 is greater or both are same. In this case single if is not useful. Then how to perform it? It is performed by using multiple if or nested if. Here you have a number of conditions also. Write the first condition in if, write the statement, after that there is else, again if, again write a second condition. In this type of program we don't know you have how many conditions, therefore end by using n. Okay, like this you can write a multiple if and you can check a multiple conditions at a time. In this case how to it work? It first check the first condition. If it is false then only check the second one, and suppose second one is true, then statement number 2 is get executed and your whole block get terminated. If your first condition is not true, second one is not true, this one is not true, in this case expression is n get executed if it is true. If it is not true, then else part is get executed. Like this statement get work. Let us see the example by simply using the three values. Here we have to check the three values, but we will change the face of program by using heading program to compare age of three persons. You have an age of three person, A1, A2 and A3. Take a simple variables. Ask age Here three values are stored respectively, first, second and third person. Now check whether the person 1 is elder. The person 1 is elder only if he is elder than A2 and he is elder than third person. Therefore, you have to write A1 is greater than A2. Here we have one more condition, therefore write a AND. A1 is also greater than A2. In this case, you can write first person is elder. Now check the next possibility. If A2 is greater than A1, at the same time A2 is also greater than A3. Here write A3. Then there is output second person is elder. Else check for a third person. You have here one more possibility. If A1 is equal to A2 and A2 is equal to A3, it means what? A1 equal to A3, then all are same. Put a age, suppose 20, 31 and 18. In this case, let us see how to work the program. A1 is 20, A2 is 31 and A3 is 18. That's why here the first condition get false because A1 is not greater than A2, A1 is also not greater than A3. Now check the second condition. Here A2 is not greater than A1, A2 is not greater than A3. Okay, sorry, here A2 is greater than A1 and A2 is also greater than A3. That's why this loop get executed and you will get the answer second person is elder. Put values, then before press the enter for output, you have to check program and you have to imagine what is the output. It is a good way to check the program. Let us create a big program. Program to print mark sheet of student. Now you should also think starting what are the variables we need for this program. First, suppose we declare roll number. Then there is, don't take it this too big name, write in a small or write in a short character roll number. There is marks of subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, total, and percentage. One more is name. Like this program we have created in previous lecture also, but here you have some more part. Write a input part. If you don't give here address, then also it is fine. But only it is fine in case of string. Now calculate first total, which is simple, subject 1 plus subject 2 and plus subject 3. You can also take a 5 subject. Calculate the percentage. Again it is simple one, total divided by number of subject. In previous lecture we have discussed typecasting concept. Therefore write here 3.0. Now print all details of mark sheet. Therefore here give some presentation part. You have to write here roll number. There is name, marks of subject. You can also write here subject name, subject 2 and 3. Okay. Now write a total and percentage. For percentage you have to write here modifier point to f I write it in short. Okay. Now check the value of status. For status you have to check the marks of all subject. Therefore What is the criteria of status? You have to get more than or equal to 40 marks to pass subject. Therefore, subject 1 is greater than 40 and subject 2 is greater than 40 and subject 3 also is greater than or equal to also 40. Don't only write a greater than, write a equal to also. Now if it is so, then printf status is equal to pass. But if you have a status pass, then you can check grade also. For grade, you have to check percentage. Therefore, if the status is pass, then only you will get the grade. If percentage is more than or equal to 70, then there is A grade. Else, if percentage is in between 60 to 70, then B grade. If it is in between 50 to 60, C grade. Or you can write here A plus, A and B. And first, for first class, you have here C grade. $40 to $50. But as we discussed, if status is pass or if the above condition is true, this one, then only you will get the status pass and grade. If this condition get false, it means what? The student is fail, status is fail. In this case, directly print the output status is fail. Don't write a grade here. Here is your program of mark sheet. You can add here one more line only for the purpose of presentation. Okay, save this program. Write a roll number. Then there is name, marks of subject. Here suppose we put a marks 80, 71 and 77. In this case, you can see that Okay, we have to check first this thing. Why here percentage is not print? Let us check. We declare the percentage under float, and here we have to calculate percentage. Okay, first print the percentage by using only percentage modifier. Save it. Again run it. Roll number, name, marks of subject. Oh, there is problem for percentage. Okay, let us see this. Roll number, name, marks of subject, and you have an idea here. The first subject is 67. The second one has 78 and 77. Therefore, it has a percentage more than 70. Therefore, there is grade is A plus and the status is pass. Okay, let us check why the percentage is not print. Here we have a problem because I think here we use a percentage, remove it, and then use here point to F. Now it does not have as a problem. Let us see. Run it, put the values. Yeah, here is your percentage 80.33. Again the grade is A plus. You have to put different types of marks and check all the grades A plus, B, C, pass class as well as fail also. Okay. By using this program, you can also create a program of payslip of employee. In that case, write a criteria for salary and calculate the bonus depending upon salary, as well as you can also check whether the given year is leap year or not. If you have your own programs, so please try it by using the if statement, because it is very important statement in C language, and try single if as well as multiple if also. Write a program or take a program that has a number of conditions and then check one by one condition and print the output. If you don't have a practice, then it is very difficult to understand the next part. Therefore, you have to write a program, you have to execute the program by your on your computer by using any type of editor. Okay, now in the next lecture we will see switch statement and introduction of loop. Thank you.